The question comes up about what is harmonic tremolo? Harmonic tremolo is a type of tremolo that was invented by Fender in the early 60s and came on some of the larger or higher wattage brown panel amps. It was different than the bias tremolo, which was actually cutting power on and off to the tube, adjusting the bias in real time. That created more of a volume shift, and it's what we're hearing with what we associate a lot with tremolo. The harmonic tremolo is almost a bit of like a phase effect. Harmonic tremolo splits your signal in two. It creates a high band and a low band. And as they reach their extremes, they cancel each other out with phase cancellation. This creates this phasey kind of sound, which we're going to hear. Let's listen to it. I'm going to turn up the intensity here on this SurfyTrem from Surfy Industries, which is a lovely pedal. Listen. Oh. Drop my pick there. Right? It's not quite a univibe, it's not quite a phaser. It sits somewhere in between there in a very unique way. Let's put it on the neck pickup. I'm going to turn down the intensity. It's a little more of a subtle effect. I'm going to compare that to the Opto, which is the black panel style tremolo. We get both on the SurfyTrem, by the way. Turn up the intensity. It's choppy, right? So the Opto compressors are known for being choppier than the bias tremolos or the harmonic. I'm going to put it back to the harmonic trem. Got more low end, it's got more of a swishy sound to it. A lot of the surf records actually weren't using the black panel Fenders, such as the twin reverb and such, because by the time surf music had reached its peak was maybe like 63, 64 started kind of fading out with the British invasion happening. That's when the black panel amps came out. Actually, a lot of the sound of surf is actually the tweed and brown panel amps from Fender. And this tremolo is often a tremolo that you will actually find on some of the Ventures records and various records. If you listen closely, you will actually hear this kind of sound happening. We're going to bring this way down here. Just tucking it in a little bit. Riffs. It's pretty cool. And this SurfyTrem is one of my favorite trems. My two favorite trems are the SurfyTrem and then the Delta Trem from Effectrode, which is a tremolo but does some other things, has adjustable waveforms on it and stuff. I love the small compact sizes. They also make just a single mono version. The deluxe version is stereo. I got stereo just so I had the option in case I'm in the studio or I want to use stereo at some point. I don't use stereo live, but occasionally in the studio I have that option. But I love the fact it gives you that harmonic tremolo, which is, I feel like, a little more subtle than a traditional phaser. Sometimes phasers are a little too rich, and I really like that I could dial in a phase-ish type sound, but it isn't as overwhelming.